What is your immediate reaction to the latest fold in the political play that is Benghazi?
Well, good morning. All I can really do is speak for my own actions, and I'm the chairman of the Senate Committee on Homeland Security and Government Affairs, and there's some very serious national security implications for this. I've got a responsibility over national security procedures and federal records, and the fact that the Beghazi committee did reveal the fact that Secretary Clinton had this private server. We found out with our oversight letters that they had a backup firm. It was supposed to be an on-site backup, but then they sent those emails over the airwaves into a cloud, another server, put on a thumb drive. So the concern is what national security secrets might be in the hands of our enemies. Let's face it, our enemies are pretty good at hacking into systems, and so this has serious national security implications, and that's been my involvement, that's been my concern.
Well, I mean, what the Democrats say and what Hillary Clinton's campaign says is that this investigation morphed from an investigation into what went wrong in Benghazi to why Hillary Clinton used a private email server, and in so doing, it focused on Hillary Clinton at the exclusion of looking back at the problems with Benghazi, that people weren't called, say, from the CIA or to find out if it was because of cuts in funding of what went wrong with security in Benghazi. So, yes, you're focused on her email, but did that answer any of the questions about what went wrong in Benghazi?
We haven't seen the committee's work yet. We haven't held the hearings. It sounds to me that Trey Gowdy and his committee has been doing very thoughtful work, interviewing all kinds of witnesses to get to the bottom, but in that investigation, we found out about the emails, and then, then I've got the responsibility myself in terms of my own committee assignment of finding what kind of national security secrets are put at risk, whose lives might have been put at risk. I mean,
but they are different issues.
Think about the Secretary of State. She creates classified information, discussions with world leaders that if the Russians or Chinese have that, will affect their behavior. Yes. I don't know, maybe in regard to Ukraine or Syria.
Answers? I mean, have you found out if any of national security was compromised?
We don't have access to the server. The FBI is looking at that. But again, what I've been asking, I just had, we had Director Comey in our committee last week, and I just wanted his assurance that he was focusing on getting access to the emails to find out what classified information is on those emails so that we can mitigate the potential harm.
Right, but they're doing it.
Again, that's what I'm concerned about. Yes, they are. So let them do their work. You haven't seen me call hearings on this. I'm doing my job of careful oversight.
It's happening, though. No, you're not here to be accused, Senator. What you're here to is to help us understand the situation. Because with Benghazi, it seems like there's been a lot of attention and money given to it, right, which is a corollary to that. And it seems like, well, what else do you think you're going to learn about the situation that you haven't been able to learn so far? Why is this treated as a nefarious mystery?
Because there's some pretty suspicious things going on here. The potential loss of national security secrets is pretty, that's serious business.
You're talking about the email. I'm talking about Benghazi.
Emails, but also Benghazi, too. Look, we lost 4 Americans. You take a look at that, and let's face it, I'm the guy in the first Senate Foreign Relations Committee hearing that just asked Secretary Clinton a pretty simple question. Why didn't you get on the phone and call those survivors? We wouldn't have had the public wouldn't have been misled for 2 weeks, and that's when she exclaimed, "What difference does it make?" Well, it makes a great deal of difference when the American public does not have confidence that the administration is telling the truth.
But why is asking the question, why didn't you call the survivors? How is that in any way illustrative of what went wrong in Benghazi? You understand what I'm saying?
Again, this administration is not exactly transparent, so it's been very difficult, I'm sure, for the committee to get to the bottom of these things. But again, they have been very careful. There have been many leaks out of that committee. They've been doing a thoughtful job. Again, I'm not on the committee, but from what I can see, they seem to be doing a very thoughtful job. Now, other people are making comments that are not helpful.
Hanna, but what do you think about Congressman Hanna's comment? Is he right that they had a laser-like focus on Hillary Clinton at the exclusion of other people?
That's his opinion. I don't share that opinion. Certainly, and again, from my standpoint, I'm looking at the national security implications of the email system. That's my job. That's my responsibility. And it's a very serious potential problem here, and we need to find out what classified information we have to assume could be in the hands of our enemies so we can mitigate the harm.